please. Give me a 10, please. Bailey what? Can you help that? No coffee. Get coffee. Something Bailey. Where's Caleb? Mr. Dunn. Let's sell cattle, guys. Let's sell cattle before something else stupid happens in this industry. Damn feathered friends. Little Herbert calf right there, 225, 225, and again, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, and 225, and again, 25. Come on, guys, hit 25, and 25, 225, did you? And 225, and again, 25, 25, 25, 25, and 25, $2. Now 10, $2, 10, $2, 10, $2, 10, 210, 210, 210, Antono. Bull calves right there, 250, 250, 250, to get 2, to get 4, to get 6, to get 8, to get 60, to get 2.5, 5, 70, and 270, and 270, to get 70. I got that man right down there. 270, 2.5, 5, 277 of 80, and 280, 2.5, to get 5, and 7.5, to get 90, and 2.5, to get 95, to get 7.5, to get 3, and 2.5, to get 2.5, and 3, 5, to get 3, 2.5, 5, and 5, and a haze 3, 2.5, 2, 4. Y'all like boys better than you like girls, don't you? $2. Nice little butcher heifer. $1 a pound. $1.10. 110. At 110, 120, 130, 130, 130, 120, 130, 120, 130, 120, 30. Ricardo, $1.20. Who's that guy? That's what I need right there for that guy. Perfect. Who's that guy, West? Little bull calf here, $3, 2.5, at 302 and a half, at $3, 2.5, at 2.5, 2.5, 5, at 305, 10, 15, 20, 325, 30, and 5, at 335, at 35, 40, 345, 50, 355, at 55, and 60, at 360, at 355, 365, and 5, at 5, at 5, 65, 65, and 65, Wackle 360. Morning, Jerry. Rain at your house? Inch? Oh, a little bit. I wonder if that's my gas over. I know it does. I had to take $1.75, 80, and 175, 180, 185, 190, 190, 95, and 2, to get $2, to get 2, to get 5, and 25, to get 205, to get 205, and 205, to get 205, to get so $2 ransom. She too full? A little bull here, $2, 2.5, and 202 and a half, and $2 bill, 2.5, 5, to get 205, 10, to get 210, to get 15, now 20, and 225, to get 225, and 225, to get now 25, 25, Jerry, 220, Wackle. Now you got it done. Vest over here to the right. Who's that guy? Who'd you ask me? And a bull calf right here, $2.10, and $2.10, to get 10, 20, to get 30, to get 40, to get 50, to get 60, to get 70, and $2.70, to get 260, 70, and $2.70, Jerry, $2.60, Wackel. Hey, Dennis, call 239, please. Please. Okay, what you got here, Anto? She sound? Sound over here, $2, 2.5, and $2.5, 2.5, 5, and $2.05, to get 2.02 and a 5, and 2.02 and a half, 5, and 5, and 10, to get 15, to get 15, and 2.10, to get 15, to get 10, to get 15. So 2.10, Ricardo. Thank you. You'll find out for me. Go hunting. Hey, look what a good heifer. 2.25, 30, 2.25, 30, 2.25, to get 7.5, 30, and 2.32 and a half, to get 5, to get 5, 7.5, to get 40, and 2.5, to get 5, and 45, to get 42 and a 5, 7.5, and 50, and 252 and a half, to get 2.5, 252 and a half, and 2.5 here, Hayes, 250 Hayes, 5X. Nice calf here now, $3 now, 10, and $3 bill 10, and 3.10, 20, and 3.10, 20, and 3.10 now, 20, to get 3.10 now, 20, to get 20, to get 20, to get 20, and 20, Jerry Wackel, 3.10. Goodbye, Jerry. What you got, Antonio? Another little boy just got horns right here now. 275.80 and 275. Better give 80 or to get 280 at 275.80 or to give 80. Get the horns off. You got a $4 calf. I enter to get 275, 275, 275. Better give 5. Better give 5. Better give 5. Better give 5. 50 at 250, 60 at 260, 70 at 270, 80 and 280 or to give 80 right now. 280 or to give 80 or to give 80. Wackel 270. And a good boy here now, 250, at 255, at 250, at 55, at 55, at 55, at 55, at 55, at 55, at 255, at 255, at 255, at 55, at 55, at 55, at 55, 2.25, 2.25 on my black steer, 2.25 on my black steer, 2.25 on my black steer here. Here's your brother. Give me $2, $2 on that last one, $2 on the last one. PR that last one. Bring you back after a while. So let's go steer right here now. They got $2 at 202 and a half, at 202 and a half, they get 2.5. A lot of frame right here. $2 at 2. They're going to $2. They're going to 2 to 5. They get 2 at $2. They're going to 2. They're going to 2. They're going to 2. $1.75. $1.75. 175, 175, they get 5, they get 5, they get 5, and 175. What's wrong here, guys? 150? I guess he's got the bird flu. We'll give $1 a pound for him. $1.10, 120, 130, 140. Sold 130, Jerry. 130. You're robbing me now, Jerry. Same deal. Little red steer here now, 250, at 250, at 5, at 255, at 5, at 5, at 5, at 5, at 255, at 55, 60, at 260, at 60, at 5, at 570, at 80, at 280, at 75 in, at 275, and 5, at 5, at 5, Jerry Wackel, 270. More of them? Ain't that 5? Seems like there's hundreds of them. Who's this? Bryce is, so she she's a little bit unhappy, but she'll be fine. What Bryce said, she'll be fine. Bryson, I guess he's tough enough. He don't care. Sell two. Stare, $2. Bull. Bull, dollar bill, 10, $10, and 110, and 120, 110, 20, 30, 130, 130, 130, 140, and 150, $1.50, to get 50, to get 50, to get 50, $1.40. Did you get 55? 55, 60, 160. Terry, 1559. Is this bloated? This is bloated. Little heifer, she's high backed, high bloated, high everything. 10 cents a pound. 20, 40, 60, 80, $1, 10, 110, 110, 110, 110, 110. Ricardo, $1. It's going back down. Nice little heifer here now. 250 at 250. They're to get 50 at 250. They're going to 50 to mine. They're to get 50. They're to get 50 at 255. They're going to 55. They're to get 5. They're to get 5. They're to get 5. They're to get 5. 60 at 265 and 65. 75. They're to get 275. 80 and 80. They're to get Bailey 275. Bailey 275. Bailey 2. 2 2 2 2. A crippled heifer here. 50 cents a pound at 55 at 65. 75. 85, 85, 95, $1.05, $1.10, 15, 20, 125, to get 25, 25, 25, 30, 130, 100, you out of pie, 130, 135, 135, 135, 135, showtime, 130, 2. You know the guy that got that perfect heifer in? Who was it? Who did you talk to about? Did you talk to somebody? Who was it? What did you call him? 30 cents a pound. 30 cents a pound. 10 cents a pound. 20. 10, 20. 30. 40. 50. 60. Showtime. 50 cents. 2. I just brought it up. I said, go up and put on a breeding heifer someday. That's Jason. He's got her show pen. Bull, dollar bill, 10, and 110, 110, and 110, 120, 120, 110, 120, 110, 20, 30, and 40, $40, $50, 50, 60, $60, $50, $60, there's a Ricardo, $50. This man's got a whole string of these cattle here today. This here's got a hip off. 10 cents, 20 cents, 30 cents, 40 cents, 50 cents, 60 cents, 70 cents, 80 cents, 80 cents, 80 cents. Terry, 70 cents. Nothing. X. Okay, come off that set of cows we had yesterday. Had 300 or 400 pairs. This Sunday didn't get paired up. Nice little heifer is $3. $3 bill, $3 and $3.10 and $3.10 and $20 and $3.30 and $3.30. Enter to get 30, 40. Enter to get 50 and $3.50. Enter to get 50. Enter next shot $3.50 and $3.50, $3.50, $3.40, $3.50. So $3.40. OX, buddy OX. Might quieten down a little when these are outside. $3.10 and $3 bill 10 and $3 now 10 and $3 now 10. Under to get 10, under to get 10, 10, 10, 10, 310 and 310. Under to get 10. Fresh as daisies, guys. 15 and 15, 20 and 325. To get 25, 25, 25 and 325. To get 25, 25. Bailey 320, 22. Same deal, John. Same deal. Same deal. $3, 10 and $3 bill 3 and $3. Eater to get that 3. Eater to get that 3. Eater to get 3 and $3 here. Eater to get a little fancy calves right there, guys. $3 a pound. What? $3 and 3. Eater to get 250 and 260, 250, 60, 250, 60, 250 now 60 and 250 now 60. Eater to get out the gate 60 and 250 now 60. Dale 250. Cripple or something? Steer. Is he going this deal? Okay. Will they fit here or not? The one outside fit here? Bring him in here, can he? Put him on the next one. Put him on the next one. All right, here, enter to get 350, at 350, at 350, enter to get now 350 a pound, at 350, enter to get now 50, enter to get 350, enter to get 350, at 350, enter to get 50. They've had all their shots, have been castrated. 355. Feeling 350. 4. On this one. Too big. Okay. Okay, let's sell these two and then you can bring that other one back. 275.80, 275.80, 280, 280, 280 castrated, had your shots. 275.80, 5, 285 Jerry, 285.90, 295, 3 at $3.05, 310, 315, 315, 310, 15. Feeling 310, 4. $300 by the head, 325, 50, 350 by the head, $350 by the head. Jaw bid, 75, 4, 400 a quarter, 4 and a half, 475, 5, 5 and a quarter, 5 and a half. How many you got here, John? 5 and a half. How many on the internet? 5 and a half, 5 and a quarter, 5 and a half. Who's in? Kevin's in at 5 and a quarter. He'll get 5 and a half. 75. Kevin's out. 600. So 575. Kevin Peck. That's a new one. $3 a pound, 310 and 310, they're taking out 10, they're taking out $3 now, 10 and 10, 10, 10, they're taking out 310, they're taking 310, 20 and 20, 30 and 30, 40 and 40, they're taking 50, get 40 and 40, they're taking 340, 50 and 360 and 360, they're taking 350, 360, Bailey, 350, Bailey, number 25. Pin them with the 2 2s. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Who? This was a steer on some heifers. He's been castrated. He's had his shots. $3, 10, $3 now 10, and $3 now 10, and $3 now 10, they're to get 10 now 20, and 20, they're to get 320, Jerry 20, and 310, 20, 310, 320, and 310, 320, they're to get now 10, 20, Phelan, 310, put him on number 4. Here you go. Kez come down there, Pocasset, folks. They have good cattle down there. Who is it, Widener? Widener, Kez. You here, guys? Mr. Widener's. Pocasset. Got anything, John? No information on them. George didn't get the information. Pretty cool Kez, though. 250, 255, 255, 255, 250 now, 5 out the gate, and now 60, 260, 70, 270, 270, 80, 280, 90, 290, 3, 310, 310, 310, 310, 310, 10 JH, $3 JH, 4. Little boy calf here, 350, 350 a pound, 350 a pound. 350 a pound. Did you? Feeding 4. Next 10 to them, folks. Bull calves down at Pocasset. They got good Angus cattle, don't they? $3, 10, and $3 bill 10, and 10, 20, and 320, 30, to get 30, 40, to get 40, 50, and 60, and 360, to get now 60, and 355, now 60, 365, 365, 365, 365, 365 here, 5. So 360 Herbachi, 360 Herbachi. Thank you. Nice effort. We're going to go north of there a little bit. We're going to go up here to Minko, Oklahoma, the behinds calves. Got anything on them, John? Short winged and around the shots. They have had around the shots. 230 and 230 and 230 to get now 32 and a half and 5 to get 5 to get 40 to get 45 to get 45 50 and 255 and 55 to get 255. Did you? And 60 and 260 to get 255 60 and now 5 and 265 70 and 275 and 275 275 to get 5 to get 5 and 5 here. So 270 Varner 48. Market's going to be okay. The same cattle, guys. What is it, heifer calf? Okay. Little Hereford calf. She might be out of the neighbor's bull. $2.10. $2.10. 210. 210. 210. 20. 220. I'm with Antone wherever he is. 30. 230. 230. 40. 240. 50. 250. 60. 260. 260 internet. 260. 260. 260. Dale. 250. Big old white booger. He come with him, guys. He's just a little older. He's already worked. He's short weaned. Had a round of shots. 250 and 250 to get 2.5 and 250 2.5 to get 2.5 to get 250 250 and 5 to get 7.5 60 and 2.5 5 and 7.5 70 and 2.5 5 and 7.5 80 and 2.5 5 85 280 2.5 280 2.5 5 Varner 280 2.5 5 5. Where was it? Where was it? What you got? Bird flu. Bird flu. Some nice square-bodied heifers. Angus heifers. Les Moore down at Chickasha, Oklahoma. Down at Chickasha. John? Nothing. I entered to get 230, and 230 to get 2, and 232 to get 200 to get 2 to get 2, and 232 to get 2 to get 4, and 34 6, and 36 8, and 38 238 238 238, and 236 238 here to 40, and 40 to get 40 to get 40, and 40 to get sold 238 5X Hayes. Two bull calves right there, 250 and 255 and 255 and 55 55 where'd Jerry go? 255 60 and 265 70 and 275 80 and 285 85 85 85 85 90 and 290 90. You're out 5 295 $3 here. Herbachi 295 55. The first one's on 552. No, okay. Thank you. I thought I wasn't paying attention. I apologize. Bulls. Same cattle. Come down and check shade. A good bull calves here. 250 and 250 and 250 to get 2.5 and 250 2.5 to get 2.5 to get 2.5 and 250 250 to get 52 and a feeling. 250 put on number 7. This morning. Why didn't you go yesterday? This will be the Cox Farms cattle. Had a round of shots and good KOs here. 250 and 250 and 60 and 250 to get 60, 70 and 270, 80 and 280, 90 and 290 to get 290 and 3 and $3.10 and 310 to get 310 to get 310 to get 310 and 10 over to Jage 4, 300. It's supposed to be their steer mates. Is that right, Ricardo? Wow. Wow, 350, at 350, at 350, at 350, at 50, at 50, at 350, at 5, at 55, at 55, at 55, at 55, at 55, 355, at 355, down to go, at 55, 60, 365. 70 and 370 and 365 75 and 375 80 and 385 85 90 and 390 390 85 and 90 Sean 385 Sean 4 bigger ones steers. Already worked, guys. $3, 2.5 at 302.5 out the gate, 2.5 at 302.5. That'll get pretty good at 302.5 at 305 10. That'll get 15. That'll get 20. That'll get 320 and 5. That'll get 25 30 and 30. That'll get 30. That'll get 30. That'll get 30 and 330. That'll get 25 30 here 30 30 feeling 325 4 5. Wow. Had a round of shots. Had a round of shots. Had good fancy black hair, aren't they, Antone? 255 at 255 at 255 at 60 at 70 at 70 80 at 280 at 280 out down here, sir. 280 at 275 at 275 at 275 80 at 280 Jerry at 285 at 285 at 285 at 285 85 at JH 280 JH 4 280. Wow. Tell me about them. Okay, you got the mail coming. Looks like mail says steers. Ricardo says bulls. They're one or the other. One or the other, right there. $3, 2.5 at $3 bill, 2.5 at $3 now, 2.5 at 2.5 at 302.5 at 302.5 here. Get fancy, I know that. $3 at $3 here, 3 there. Get 3 275 80 and 285 90 and 295 at 90 at 3 at $3 here, 3 at 3 at 3 at 3 at 295 3 at 3 at 3 Herbachi 295 Herbachi 55. Little bull is here now, 350 at 350 at 350. They're going to 50. They're going to 350 a pound at 350. They're going to 50. They're going to 350 at 350. Come on, guys, 350 at 350. They're going to 5 at 55. They're going to 5. 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 Bailey, put them on number 2. I'm sorry, Sean. 22 25. Here's my cousin, Dale York's daughter. Looks like she run out of feed. Well, they've been weaned over 100 days. They come down here at Mangum, Oklahoma. They belong to my first cousin I hadn't seen in 50 years. Looks like she done a good job of ranching. $3, 2.5 at 302.5 at 302.5 at 305 at 302.5 at 302.5. There to get 5. There to get 5. 7.5 at 10 at 310. There to get 310 at 310. There to get 10. 12.5. 15. There to get 315. 17.5. 20 at 320. 2.5 at 5. There to get 325. 7.5. 30 at 330. There to get 30. There to get 30. There to get 30. There to get 30 at 30. There to get sold 327.5. Put them on 3X on Hayes 3X. Small Charlet, a small Charlet back. Same animals, guys. Same cattle, guys. Here, they're to get 250 at 255 at 255 at 255. They're to get 5. They're to get 5. They're to get 60 and 5. They're to get 70. They're to get 5. They're to get 80. They're to get 5. They're to get 90 and 5. They're to get 3. They're to get 5. They're to get 10. They're to get 15, 20 and 5. They're to get 30. They're to get 35. They're to get 35 at 335. 335. Hayes 330. Same way. No, do 2 on these. She's 96. She told me this morning. Joyce said. I remember them. 100 days. Move the ticket. Are they worked? Okay. $3, 2.5, and 302 and a half, 5, and 305, it'll get 10, it'll get 10, 20, it'll get 40, and 50, it'll get 60, it'll get 70, it'll get 370, and 370 a pound, and 70, it'll get 70, now 70, and 70, it'll Tim 360, Tim 2, 1, Tim 1. Where you been lately, Tim? Okay. Ain't very high. Same cattle, long wing. 3 1/4, 325, and 325, it'll get now 25, 30, it'll get 30, it'll get 30, 40, it'll get 40, 50, and 60, it'll get 60, 70, it'll get 80, it'll get 3, 90, it'll get 90, and 390, 380, 90, 384, and $4 here, 4, and $4 here, 4, it'll get a 4 Sean, 390, number 4. Was that these? We're going to move up here to OKC. I think. Yep, that's not the same cattle. OKC, the Smith cattle, steer cattle. What they got on them, John? They look weaned to me. Look like little yearlings. Young yearlings. No information. The Smith cattle from OKC. They're bulls. One bull and 2 steers. Let's sell them 2 steers. I'm going to sell you 2 steers. Huh? Where's the bull? You think they're all bulls? You got cold last night? You think they've been cut? Let's sell cattle right there now. They're to get $2, 2.5, at 202 and a 5, at 25, 10, they're to get 15, 20, they're to get 25, they're to get 30, they're to get 35, and 40, they're to get 5, they're to get 50, and 55, they're to get 55, 4.5, 5, they're to get 5, they're to get 5.5, and 5.5, 55.5, 55.5, 6, and 7, they're to get 57, 8, 58, they're to get 800, to get at 258, and 58, they're to get 800, to get 8, Bailey, 257, number 65. Ray Mills, he's been weaned 120 days, Ray. 120 days weaned. Here they are, 250, at 255, at 250 now, 5, at 55, at 55, at 55, at 55, at 55, at 255, at 55, at 250, at 5, at 5, at 5, and 5, at 5, at 5, George, 256. They all right, Anton? Yeah. Wow. Two little sisters. Atkinson cattle from where? El Reno, 45 days weaned. $2, 2.5, a 202.5, a 202.5, I get 2.5, a 205, I get 202.5, a 205, 7.5, I get 7.5, internet 10, and 210, I get 10, 12.5, a 15, I get 15, 17.5, 20, a 222.5, 5, a 7.5, 30, and 30, I get 30 out of here, 30, and 232.5, 5, 237.5, internet, 237.5, 237.5, 237.5, Varner, 235.90. Justin Atkinson's. How many days? 45. You sure? Steer cattle right here now. To get 230, at 230, to get 2.5, 5, at 35, to get 5, to get 7.5, 40, at 42.5, 5, to get 47.5, 50, at 252.5, 5, at 55, 52.5, 252.5, at 252.5, to get 5 here, Varner, 252.5, 6, 7. Thin steer cattle. Really Midwest City. Dirksen steers. Steer cattle here, 250, at 250, at 255, at 55, at 60, at 5, at 65, at 265, and 70, and 275, at 5, at 5, at 5, 80, and 280, at 5, and 285, 90, and 295, at 95, 3, and $3 here, 3, at 295, 3, and 3, at 3, at 3, Herbachi, at 295, put them straight, Herbachi straight away. Sure. Bulls. Good, thin, flesh bulls. 250, and 250, and 250, to get 2.5, 252.5, 5, 257.5, 60, and 2.5, 5, and 7.5, 70, and 70, to get 270, and 270, did you, and 272.5, 275, 277.5, 80, and 280, to give 80, to give 80, and 277.5, to give 80, and 80, to give it so 277.5, 65. Bailey. Come on, Antone. Pick it up a little. Pick it up a little. Get you another gear. Nice steers right there now. They're the good boys here now. 275, 80, and 275, to give 80, and 280, to get 75. Who give 80? Who said yeah, 80, to get 275, 80, and 275, 80, to get 75, to give 80, and 275, 80, and 80, to get 75, to give 80. Might be behind, boys. At 250, at 255, at 255, at 255, to get 55, to get 5, 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 at 250, to get 50, to get what I miss here. 250, at 52.25. $2. One's too full. Hold him. Hold one. Hold one, he said. One of them's too full. Walking funny. 250. 250. $2. 210. 210. Well, hold one now. 210. 220. 230. 240. 250. Holding one. Terry, 240. Put him on number 6. Here's McDaniel Case from Miko. McDaniels, Miko. 250, at 250, at 255, at 55, at 55, 60, at 265, at 70, at 275, at 85, 90, at 5, at 295, y'all out, 295, at 295, at 5, JH, 290, JH, 4. Here's steer mates, them 3 heifers. 30 days weaned from Minko right there now, $3 and $3 bill 2.5 and $3 bill 2.5. Better get that 2.5, 5. Better get 3.05, 7.5, 10 and 10. Better get 3.10. Better get 3.7.5, 10 and 12.5, 15 and 15, 17.5, 20. Better get 3.20. Better get 20 and 3.22.5 and 3.22.5 and 3.25, 3.27.5, 3.27.5 and 3.27.5 here over Herbachi at 3.20. Put them a number straight. 320. The Clopper Keller right there, Mustang, Oklahoma. Mustang heifers right there now. They're to get 235, 7.5, and 235, 7 and 40, and 240. They're to get 42.5. They're to get 2.5, 7.5, 50, and 250. They're to get 52.5, and 252.5, 252.5, 252.5. They're to get 2.5, 52.5, and a half. So 250 Hayes, 5X. Bull chaos. Bull chaos coming. I guess they're bulls, Ricardo. What do you think? Woo! Wow, little white face calves right there. 350 and 350 and 5. Vertigan at 355, vertigan and 55, vertigan at 355 and 355. Off to Mamas now. 355 and 60 and 355, 60 and 355, 60. Vertigan at 60 and 60. Anybody else? 360, 355, 60. So 355, 25. Bailey 25. Bailey 25. Heifer mates to them. Right off their mamas, you talk about fancy heifer calves. $3 now 10 and $3 10 and $3 now 10 and $3 10 20 to get now 20 to get now 20 and 310 320 310 320 and 310 20 30 and 30 to get 30 40 and 340 50 and 350 to get 50 to your kind now 350 and 340 now 50 and 340 now 50 and 50 to get Buddy 340 OX. Buddy OX. So, new deal. Poto, Oklahoma, 45 days wean. John, 2 B's. You got anything? You got anything? 45 days. 45 days and 2 round shots. And 250, and 255, and 55, 55, 60, and 265, 55, and 270, and 270, 75, 80, and 280, 280 over here, 80, 280, 280, 280, and 2.5, 280, 2.5, 285, 280, 2.5, 280, 2.5. Here's Sean, 280, 2.5, 16. Steers off. 45 days, 2 rounds and good animals. 45 days, 2 rounds and good animals. 275, 275, 80, 280, vertical 75, vertical 80, 285, 85, 90, 290, 90, 95, at $3 here, 3, to get 3, to get 3, to get 3, and $3 here, 295, 3, and 95, 3, but a Thielen, 295, Thielen number 25. One steer off them. Get a little bigger. little wider. Bigger and wider, 235, 235, 235, 235, 235. He's weaned now, 235 and 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, $2. 10, 210, 20, 225, 25, 225, 225, 225. Thielen, 220. Put him a number 27, just 7. Just 7. Here's Stevens' calves, guys. He weaned these calves 60 days ago. He's been shipping cattle up here for a long time. He sent a half a load of cows, and he weaned these calves 60 days ago. He's got some good Charolais cross heifer calves right there at 250, at 255, at 255, 55, 55, down there in Marlin now at 250, at 255, 560, 5 and 70, 270 and 5, 275, 80 and 280, 75, 80 and 275, 80, 80 Dennis, 275, 2. 12 more. Really. That's what they look like next week. That's what they look like next week, guys. Good heifers are 230 at 230 at 230. They're going to 30. They're going to 30. They're going to 30. They're going to 32 and a half at 35 at 35. 7 and a half. 40. They're going to 42 and a half. 45 at 47 and a half. 50 at 252 and a half. 5 at 7 and a half. They're going to 60 at 260. They're going to 257 and a half. 60 at 260. Then it's 257 and a half. 4. The steer mates. There's steer mates, guys. He weaned them 60 days ago, and he has pretty good stock. Okay, I'll turn them out this morning. 275, 275, 275, 80, and 285, and I get 285, and I get 90, and 295, and 95, and I get 295, 3, and 305, and 305, 10, and 15, and I get 15, and 15, 310, 15, 20, and 325, and 25, and I get 35, 30, and 330, 325, 30, 325, 30, 335, 335, 335, 40, 340, 40, SH 335, put on number 34. 10 of the brothers. 45 days they weaned them. 60, wasn't it? 60 days weaned. Nice guys down there, Marlin guys. Here, they're going to get 250, at 255, at 255, they're going to 55, they're going to 60, at 265, they're going to 70, they're going to 272 and a half, and 272 and a half, and 272 and a half, and 272 and a half, they're going to 2 and a half, 2 and a half, and 270, 250, they're going to get 50, they're going to get 50. Thielen, 270. Put them on number 25X. Thank you, Stephen. Good. Where you been all day? My male says he's got to been weaned for 90 days. They've had 2 rounds of shots. They're getting 3 pounds a day on the grass. Lay. There'll be some blue eyes scattered on every draft, guys. Come out, Mr. Lay. 90 days wean. Pretty good stock, guys. How many of these are there? 49. About 29, 30 of these calves all together, guys. Nice cattle right there in their 90 days wean. 350, at 350, at 5, at 355, 355, 60, at 365, 70, at 375, 80, at 385, 90, at 395, at 95, 395, at 395, at 395, at 95, 95, 95, at 95 here. Never sold 390. Put them on. Sean 4. Bring him back. A blind one, I guess. Be some blue eyes on them all, guys. Same case. 90 days wean. 90 days wean, $3, 2.5, at 302.5, at 302.5, at 2.5, at 302.5, at 305, at 7.5, 10, at 310, 12.5, at 15, and 17.5, now 20, at 2.5, and 5, at 7.5, at 30, and 32.5, now 5, at 35, 7.5, 40, at 342.5, 5, at 45, 7.5, 50, at 352.5, 5, at 355, 7.5, 60, at 362.5, 5 and 5 and 7.5, 70 and 72.5, 5 and 75, 7.5, 377.5, 80 and 380, or to give 80, or to give 82.5, 82.5, 385, 385, 385, so 382.5, Sean 4. Yard him out. Get a blind off of these two. Check them. Okay. There's supposed to be some blue eyes now. Okay. Here we go. Same cattle, guys. Same cattle. If they're blind, I don't want it back. If they're blind, I do want it back. Yep. Anything that's blind, we're going to bring back. Here's same cattle, guys. $3, 2.5, and 302.5, and 302.5, and $3 now, 2.5, and again 2.5, and again 302.5, and 302.5, and again 2.5, and again 2.5, and $3 here. They're easy. They're too cheap, but the last was too darn high. One or the other. $3, guys. $3 and 3. Did you? And 2.5, 302.5, 5, 307.5, 10, 310, 12.5, 15, 17.5, 20, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320. 320, 320, Ryan at 317.50, number 5. Antone, professional. These calves were weaned December the 16th. They've had Covaxin 8, Virus Shield 6, Enforce 3, and they were wormed. From Center Ridge, Arizona, or Arkansas, or the other. Pretty good heifers right there now. To get 235 and 235 and 235. Did you? And 5, 7.5. To get 7.40 and 3, 245. To get 50. To get 55. To get 60 and 260 and 265 and 65. Internet shout 5. To get 5 and 70 and 275 and 80. To get 5. To get 90. To get 290. 85, 90. To get 90. SH 285. Put them on 2, 4. 11 more of them. They had all them drugs I gave you. Pretty good black heifers. And to get black heifers here now. They're taking 235, 7.5, at 235, 7.5, at 235. They're taking 7.5, 7.5, 7.5, 7.5, 7.5. Got you. And they're taking 237, 40, at 242.5, 5, at 7.5. They're taking 50, at 252.5, 252.5. Internet chat 252.5, down 2.5, at 252.5. They're taking 2.5. SH 250, number 26. Prag these. What's going on? Get a bug? Get a bug? Oh. Here's steer mates, these cattle folks. What was it, 90 days? I can't remember the story. Yeah. Way weaned. Back in December. Before Santa Claus. 250, 250, to get 2.5, 250, 2.5, to get 2.5, to get 2.5, 5, 55, 7.5, 60, to get 60, 2.5, to get 5, 5, 7.5, to get 70, 270, 67.5, 72.5, 5, 275, 7.5, to get 7.5, 277.5, 7.5, 80, 280, 2.5, 280, 2.5, to get 282.5 here, half. Hayes, 286. New Deal, we thank you folks from wherever you're from. These are Terry West cattle from Henrietta. Don't know what state, but Henrietta. Huh? They're 100 days weaned. They've had 2 round shots. 100 days weaned and 2 round shots. Nice scales, nice. Nice scales. Ready to go outside for you. 350, 350, and 55, and 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55. Got you. 355. Now 60. Now it's not 5. Now 70. Now 5. Now 80. 380. 375, 80. 385. 90. 390. 390. Now 5. 395. 395. 395. 395. Here's Sean. 390. 4. Buddy, here's yours. 50 to 70 days weaned. Pyramid 5. Covection 8. He's got to where he PIs all of them. They're all negative. PI negative. Been turned out 50 to 70 days. Pyramid 5. Covection 8. And tested PI negative. Buddy's good cares, guys. Fancy cares right there. I entered to get $3, 2.5, a $3 bill, 2.5, a $3 bill, 2.5, 5, 7.5, and I get 7.5, and 10, and 310, 12.5, and I get 12.5, and 310, 12.5, and 310, 12.5, 15, and 315, 17.5, 20, and 320, 2.5, 5, and 327.5, 30, and 32.5, and 5, and I get 37.5, 40, and 342.5, and 345, and 7.5, 50, and 350. To get 50, sold 347.5. JH number 4. Here's 10 of the colored ones. Hey, they're good colored though. They're good colors, Dennis. Like that deal. 50 to 70 days weaned. PI negative. Everything good about them. 250, 255, and 560, and 260, to get 1, to get 5, and 5, to get 70, to get 270, and 265, 75, and 275, you're out, 75, 80, and 285, to get 90, and 290, to get 5, and 95, to get 290, 3, and $3, 5, 3, 5, 305, 10, 310, 305, 10, 305, 10, 15, 15, 315. Hayes, 310, 4X. Here's the steers. 50 to 70 days. Buddy, you're doing good work, buddy. Wow. Nice scales, 350, at 350, at 350, to get 5, at 355, at a wing 90 days. Now here to get 59, to get 350, at 350, to get 50, to get 52.5, at 5, at 357, 60, at 2.5, to get 62.5, 5, at 5, to get 7.5, to get 67, at 70, at 370, at 370, to get 70, to get 70, to get 70, 70, Sean, at 367.5, 4, Sean, 4. Three more heifers off of them, guys. 3 more heifers. Same deal, guys. 50, 70 days weaned. PI negative. All the shots. 245, 245, at 245, at 45, to get 45 now, 50, at 255, at 60, to get 5, to get 70, to get 5, to get 80, and 5, to get 90, to get 95, and 95, 295, and 95, SH 290, number 24. You're not scared of no birds, are you, Dennis? Tommy's not scared of no birds, are you, Tommy? Yeah, I am. But before they got the flu. Scared of them anyway. Here's crossbreds off of them, guys. They handle the same way, buddy. Handle the same way. Everything's been done to them. Just got a little cross to them. 250. They steers? Oh, they're steers. 250 and 5 and 560. They're to get 70. They're to get 70. They're to get 5. They're to get 275 and 75. They're to get 275 and 275. They're to get 5. 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 So 270. That'll be Jerry Wackel. Thank you, sir. This will be the Taylor cattle. Maybe. Taylor cattle, here to El Reno. Sean Taylor, Dennis. It's Mr. Taylor's son. Long wean, all of your shots. 240, and 240, to get 2.5, and 240, 2.5, to get 2.5, to get 240, 2.5, and 240, to get 2.5, to get 42 2.5, and 240, to get 2.5, to get 230, and 230, 2.5, and 230, 2.5, and 230, 2.5, to get 2.5, to get 2.5. Dennis, 236. Best buy you bought. Heifer right there now, to get that one right there. Here we go. Here we go. $2, 2.5, a $2 bill, 2.5, a 205, a 205, I get 205, 205, a 205, I get 2.5, 5, and 7.5, and 7.5, 10, 210, Dennis, 210, 12.5, 215, Dennis. 215, 215, 212.5, 15. So 212.5. Put it on Bryce. Number 5.
Tommy, were you bidding?
No. Have I sold these? Bryce ain't scared of birds either. No. He likes them colorful birds. Big heifers right there now, $1.80 and $180, 2.5 and 180 and 2.5. I get 180, 2.5, 185. I get 7.5. I get 7.5. Bryce and now 90. I get 2.5, 5. I get 7.5, 2 and 2.5, 5 and 7.5, 10, 12.5, 15, 215 a pound and 215 a pound, 215. Bryce 217.5. Put them on number 7 in Pregum. Wow. Look at that, guys. Here, they're to get 275.80, and 275, they're to give 80, and 280, they're to give 80, 90, they're to get 293, and $3.10, and 20, they're to get 20, they're to get 20, 30, and 40, they're to get 340, they're to get 340, Jerry, and 40, they're to get 333, 40, and 333, 40, they're to get sold 330. DR, is that right? No. Put them on number 1. Put them on TK1. 7 more good heifers. Here's her sister, Dennis. Pretty neat right there now. 245, a 245, a 245, and again 45, and again 7.5, a 247.5, and again 7.5, 50, and 55, and 7.5, and again 7.5, 57.5, and 57, and 60, and 260, and 260, and again 257.5, 60, maybe behind boys, and 262.5, 262.5, internet, 262.5, 262.5, and 2.5. 2.5, so 260. Put them on SH 26. Frag them. Little uglier heifers. Little uglier heifers, $2, 2.5, and 2.5. Lady bid, $2, and $2 here to get 2, and $2 here 2, they're to get 2 to buy, to get 2, and $2 here to get 2, they're to get 2. They're not going to ball, they're not going to get sick now. And $2 here 2, and 2, they're to get 2, they're to get 175, 180, 175, 80, 175, 180, 180, 180, 180, and 175, 80, and 175, 80, they're to get 150, $1.55, $1.55. 60, $1.65, 70, $1.70, $1.65, 70, $1.65, 70, and 70. TD, 165. TD, put them on number 30. TD, 30. Fancy bouquet is right there now. They're to get $3 now, 10 at $3.10 at $3.10. They're to get now 10 about, to get 10 now, 20 at $3.20 and now 30. They're to get 30, 40 and $3.30, 40. They're to get 3.30, 40 and $3.30. Who get 40 and $3.30, 40. They're to get now 40. They're to get now 40. They're to get 40. They're to get 40. How about you at $3.40? Number 5.5. $3.30. Yep. Which is RCC cattle. We got everything in the real world wrote about them right here. Everything in the world wrote about them. It'll be in the office. Somebody needs to see it. Everything's been done to them. How long, Wayne? Huh? 50 days, huh? Well, CA wants to come read it to them. 3 rounds of shots. 3 rounds of shots. There you go. Nice case. And it'll be an officer. Go talk to this gentleman right over here. He can tell you all about them. Fancy case, 310, and 310, and 310, and 20, and 310, 20. They're to get now 10 now, 20. They're to get 310 now, 20, and 30. They're to get 30. They're to get 30, 40. They're to get 50, and 360, and 370. They're to get 370, and 360, 70, and 360, 70. They're to get 70. Sold 360, and put them on Buddy OX. Buddy OX. 23 more of them. They named a lot of them medicines after I come around. I can't pronounce them. They've had it all. That's right, 3 times. And they had good mamas and daddies. Good mamas and daddies. 50 days. 60 days Wayne, 3 1/4, at 325, at 25, to get at 325, to get at 25, to get 30, at 30, to get 30, to get 30, to get 35, and 35, 40, and 345, to get 50, at 350, to get 5, to get 60, at 360, to get 60, and 355, 360, and 55, now 60, over to TK, at 355, TK number 1. Here comes the boys. It's all been done 3 times. The literature will be in the office if you want a copy of it. This man right over here is telling you just like it is. 350, 355, and 355, 60, and 5, and 5, and to get 70, and to get 370, and 365, 70, and 370, and to get 75, and 375, 83, 85, 85, 90, 390, did you? And 95, and 95, 4, and $4, 5, and 405, 405, 10, 410, 45, 10, 405, 10, 405, 10, and to get 10, Sean, 405, put them on number 4. 22 more of them. You do good work, young man. 3 1/4, 30, and 3 1/4, over to get 30, and 325, to get 30, and 35, to get 40, to get 5, to get 50, to get 5, and 60, to get 5, to get 70, to get 5, and 80, to get 85, to get 90, and 390, to get 93, 85, 95, and 95, 4, 405, 405, 10, 410, 15, 415, 410, 15, 410, 15, Jeff Reuter, 410, 34. Do what now? You need 2 head back. Red one, make sure the red one, and one other one. Slow, isn't it, Bob? I didn't say a word, Bob. I just told you slow. I didn't have to. Thank you, sir. We're going to go to Frederick, John, Jason. Blankenship cattle. The Blankenship cattle down in Frederick, Oklahoma. 100 days weaned at 350, at 350, they're going to 5, at 355, they're going to 55, they're going to 5, they're going to 5, they're going to 5, they're going to 5, at 355. How could you go wrong there? 100 days weaned. 350. Well, 250, 280, $3, 320, 340, 360, 350, 340, 350. So 340. 3X Hayes. Same deal. Blankenship. Used to be a banker down there. Used to be a banker down there at Frederick. Probably his great granddad. Did you hear me? Probably his great granddad. Used to be Raymond Hudson's buddy. Here's 5 more of them heifers come out of Frederick, 100 days wean. $2, 210, 210, 210, they're to get 20, and 210, 20, 30, they're to get 30, 40, they're to get 40, 50, 60, 260, they're to get, one's got the bush off, 260, 255, 255, 255, 255, 60, 260, 255, 60, 255, 60, 260, they're to get 60, Varner, 255, 32X, 14 more. $14 more of them. I think they're good kind. Right down there in that Frederick country where there's lots of Hereford cattle been raised and born. Guy Shoal. Probably nobody in here remembers him. 235. 235, 235, 7.5, 40, 42.5, 45, 47.5, 50, 2.5, 5, 55, 55, internet, 255, 60, 260, they're going to 55, now 60, 255, 260, 60, they're going to 60, so 255, internet, Bryce, put them on 5. Where are you, Dennis? You don't want to listen to him. You don't want to listen to him. You don't want to listen to him. Okay. Same case, guys. 100 days from Frederick, Oklahoma. 275, 275, 80, and 275, 80, and 280. They're going to 75, they're going to 80, and 280, 280, 280, 285, 85, 90, and 290. They're going to 90, they're going to 90, they're going to 90, they're going to so 285. Jerry Wackel, 285. 8 more. Isn't that a good steer? I wouldn't want to throw a whole lot of rocks at them white-faced cattle, would you? Look at the bodies on them. 250, 250, they're to get 2.5, and 55, they're to get 5, they're to get 5, they're to get 5, they're to get 5, 255, 255, 7.5, 60, 2.5, they're to get 2.5, 7.5, they're to get 7.5, 70, 2.5, they're to get 72.5, 13, 5, 177, 177, 175, 7, 175, 177, and 7, Thielen, 175, put them on number 26. 275. Pardon. Thank you, Blankenships. How do you know? You got them everywhere, don't you? This is a Rendell's. Where'd he go? 71 days. 71 days wean. 71 days wean. All their shots, trouble-free. You ever had trouble with one of them, Dennis? Never had trouble with one of them. He's bought thousands of them. Nice scales right here now to take a 275, a 275, 80, a 275, hook of 80, and 280, to take a 75, 280, 280, 280, and 275, 80, trouble free now, 285, and 285, 285, 90, and 295, 95, 3, and $3, 5, and 305, 10, 310, 15, and 15, to take a 310, 15, 310, 15, 20, 320, 320, 315, 25, 325, nope. 325, 30, 330. Your man's out, Dennis. 330, 335, 335, 335. Back to you. 335. TK 330, number one. 55 more of them. These quite a bit better than the ones you bought, Dennis. Thousands of them. Well, that's pretty good death loss. He's got 150 of them left, so. What was that be? Trouble-free, 71 days, Buddy tells me, Terry tells me. They'll be absolutely trouble-free. I entered to get 250, 250, to get 5, 55, to get 5, 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 60, 265, 70, to get 5, to get 80, 5, 90, to get 5, to get 3, to get 5, 5, 305, 305, 305, and 305, and 305, 10, and 310, 15, and 15, 20, and 5, and 325, to get now 25, TK 320, number one. 33 more. Right. What did he do? Break down the last couple of weeks? Couldn't get them in here? That's what they look like in next week, Dennis. Aren't they nice? What's really nice about them is you can turn them out this morning. 250, 250, 250, to get 5, 55, 60, to get 5, to get 70, to get 5, to get 80, to get 5, and 90, to get 95, to get 95, 295, and 295, to get 3, and $3 here, 3, to get 95, and 305, 10, and 310, 15, and 15, 20, and 320, 315, 20, 315, 20, 315, 20. Hayes, 315, 4X. Thank y'all. Did you? I didn't see him. I didn't see him. Cutting us out. This is a Neal cattle from Purcell, Oklahoma. Where is Jonathan? He's supposed to help me. You know anything about him? At least 90 days wean, the Neal cattle. Long wean from Purcell, Oklahoma. 29 of them good cattle right there. Pretty nice stock now. 260, 265, 65, 70, 270, 265, 70, 65, 70, now 5, 5, 80, and 280, 80, 5, 285, 285, 285, 285, 285. You're out. 82 and a 5. 285. Okay, Gary. 282 and a 5. 282 and a 5. 282 and a half 5. 282 and a half 5. Dennis 282 and a half. 4. Sure glad he came back, aren't you, Jeff? Here's some more of them. Neal cattle at least 90. Little crossbred cattle here, 235, 235, 235, 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, 235, 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, 235, 5, it wouldn't be very high, would it, guys? 235, long wean, 40, 235, 40, 235, 42 and a half, 242 and a half, 45, 245, internet 7 and a half, 247 and a half, 247 and a half, 50. 250 internet, 250, 250, 250, to get 2 and a half, 250, 2 and a half. So 250 internet. Who is it? Bryce. Put them on number. Resell the gray heifer. Put them on Bryce 5. Here's steer mates to them, guys. Come down for sale, 90 days wean. All their shots. Ready to go for you, boys. 250, 255, 255, 55, 55, 60, 265, 70, 75, 80, 285, 90, 295, 95, 95, 95, 295, 3, $3.05, 305, 10, 310, 15, 310, 15, 15, 20, 320, 320, 20, 20, Jeff Reuter, 315, 35. Gray, a gray one. He said to pull off a gray. One. We got you. We went around you. What do you got here? Some more of the Neals. Steers. 13 of them steers right here, more than the Neal cattle right there in the arena. They're looking at 250, 255, 55, 55, 60, 65, 70, 5, 80, and 80, 285, 85, 90, 295, 93, 305, 305, 10, and 315, and 315, 310, 15, and 10 now, 15, and 310 now, 15, 10, 15. Hayes, 310, 55. 13 more. Whistle out of Bobby. Exotics right there now. 90 days weaned at least. Here we go. We're going to get 250, 255, 255, 55, 55, 55, 255, 60, 265, 70, 275, 80, 285, 85, 90, 290, 295, 95, 3, 305, 305, 305, 305, 305, 305, 305, 305 for your thinner. That $3 number 25. Here's the cattle Jason was telling me about this morning. The hill cattle from Apache. You guys here? The hills? Down here? Good to see y'all. They've been bragging about your cattle all day long, and I didn't know if that was you or not. Look here. Look here. 120 days weaned. They've had 2 rounds of shots. Each draft, listen to me, each draft will have a few blue eyes. No blinds, just a few blue eyes on the whole string of cattle, okay? That's all we're going to say about them. But I'm going to tell you they are outstanding. They've had 2 rounds. They've never had an implant, right, guys? No implants. Ready to go. $3, 2.5, 302 and a half, 5, 305. They're going to 10. They're going to 10, 15. They're going to 20. They're going to 25, and 25, 325, and 325, 30, and 335, and 35. They're going to 40, and 345, and 45. They're going to 345, and 345. They're going to 45, 45, 45, and 45. They're going to 45. Sold 340. Hayes 2-2. Here's 59 more of them. Scared of birds. I would say they'd be about an ideal set of grazing or feeding heifers. Whatever you want to do, Shane. Get you a pasture full of them. 250, 255, 255, 5, 60, 5, and 70, and 5, 75, 275, 275, 275, 75, 275, 80, and 280, 2.5, 285, 285, 287 and a half, 287 and a half, 287 and a half, 285, 287 and a half, 287 and a half. Anybody else? Sean, 285. 1. 16. 16. Sir. 4 colored cattle back. 4 colored cattle back. Here comes steer, Mr. Hill. Here come the steers. Same story applies. If you get a blue eye scattered on the deal, nothing blind, but it could be a blue eye. 350, 355, 350, 35, 55, 35, 35, 35, 35, 55, 355, 55, 55, 355, 55, 55, and now 60, 360, 355, 360, 355, 360, 355, 60. Hayes, 355, 44. $25 more of them. Woo, Marcy, that looks like good cattle. Turn them out this morning. Where's Jerry Harvey? They got your brand on them, I think, Jerry. Got your brand on them. You don't even have to brand them, Jerry. Wow, look at there. Enter to get $3, 2.5, and 302 and a 5, and 305, and get 5, and get 305, and get 5, 10, and 15, now 20, and get 5, and 25, and get 325, and 30, and get 35, and 35, 335, and 35, 40, and 345, 50, and 355, and 55, 355, and 355, and 55, and get 50, 2.5, 5, 350, 2.5, 357 and a half, 357 and a half, 60 at 360 at 62 and a half, 362 and a half, SH 360, number 24, 34, 34. Here's 64 more of them, guys. Make you a pretty pen of steers right here. Pretty pasture steers. Put them out there in the front, by the front window. I hope they never get them all in here. I hope there's more than that. 64 of them. Let your little mind go crazy here. 250, 255, and 255, 60, 60, and 260, you get 2.5, and 262 and a half, internet, 262 and a half, and 262 and a half, 5, and 57 and a half, and 67 and a half, y'all out, 267 and a half, 70, and 270, internet, 272 and a half, 275, 7 and a half, 80, 280, internet, 280, 280, internet, 2.5, 282 and a 5, 285, 282 and a 5, 282 and a way too long, 282 and a 5, 287 and a half, 290, 290, and 290, 90, 90, 290, T, 287 and a half, T, 66. $601, 61, 61. Thank you. Hills, thank y'all. Our privilege. We're going to go to a different place, but we got some nice black animals. The Fentons. The Fentons, guys. 6 of them steers. You got anything on them? Got anything on them, John? Mr. Fenton? Look Wayne to me. Look at the tails. Look at the tails right there now. They get 250, at 250, at 250, 2.5, 5, 7.5, they get 7 at 60, at 2.5, they get 5, 7.5, 70, at 270, 2.5, 5, at 7.5, 80, they get 280, 280, 280, at 280, 2.5, 280, 2.5, 5, 285, 7.5, 287.5, 90, 290, 290, 2.5, 290, 2.5, 290, 2.5 here, 2.5 T, 290, 6-1. My mail said he was short. I don't know who in the world's calling him short. You write it? I guess Dennis wrote it. No such thing as a short one anymore, Dennis. $1 a pound. $1.10. 120. 140. 160. 160. 180. $102. 220. 220. 220. 220. Jerry Wackel, $2. You know. We know. You and I grew up on them kind, didn't we, Jerry? I guess we're grown up. Yep. Thank the Fentons. Let's go to the Kellys. Good body, just short-legged. Got anything? The Kelly cattle, John. The Kellys. All right here. I got that old brand. Nice 6-weight cattle. Thin in flesh. Are they heifers? Okay, I'm sorry. Heifer cattle right here now. 225. 225. 225. They get 25. 25. 7.5. They get 7.5. 225. 7.5. They get 7.5. They get 7.5. At 225. 7.5. At 30. At 230. They get 30. They get 30. They get 30. They get 30. At 227.5. 8. 228. 228. So 227.5. Bryce Haynes, number 7. And Pragum. There's the Kelly boys. There's the Kelly boys. 250, 250, 2.5, and 250, they get 2.5, they get 2.5, 5, at 255, 7.5, 60, at 260, 2.5, 5, and 5, 7.5, 70, they get 2.5, at 72.5 here, 5, at 277.5, 80, at 280, 2.5, 280, 2.5, 280, 2.5, at 280, 2.5, and that's out, 280, 2.5. Feeling 280, 27. They are bulls. They got the brand, they just didn't get the knife. $1.50, $1.50, $1.55, 60, 165, 70, 175, 80, and 185, 90, 195, 2, 205, 210, 215, 210, 15, Thielen, 210, 8. We're going to go to Dublin, Texas. Got anything? Sears Brothers. Jonathan. He even left me. The Sears brothers, Dublin, Texas. No information on them, guys. Look like it to me. You be your own judge. 250 and 250 and 5, 255, 60 and 5, 70, 75 and 75, 80 and 280, 80 to 5, 285, 285, 285, 90, 290, 290, 285, 7.5, 90, 290, 290, 2.5, 290, 2.5, 92 and a half, SH 290. Put them on 2.4. Sears brothers, John. Sears brothers, Dublin, Texas. $13 the steers. $3 now, 2.5 and 302.5 and 5 and 305 and again now 305, 7.5 and 10 and 310, 12.5, 15 now, 17.5, 20 and 2.5, 5 and 7.5 and again 30 and 330 and again 30 and again 30 and again 30 and again 30 and 2.5 and 332.5, 332.5, 332.5, 5 and 335. 337.5, 337.5, 337.5, 337.5, SH 335, put them on 34. So pretty good. Thank you. Would that brought more if it had sorted them? Would that brought more if it had sorted them? Here's Bobby Herbert's cattle, Dennis. They've been on wheat a long time. Yep. They've all had their black legs shots, and they have black legs. These heifers will be open. Open. 225, 7.5, 227.5, I get 7.5, I get 7.5, I get 30, at 232.5, 5, at 37.5, I get 7.5, at 237.5, internet chat, 237.5, at 235, 7.5, and 40, at 242.5, 245, 247.5, 50, at 250, 250, Hayes, 247.5, 5X, Pragum. Here's 3 of the steers. Off of them. Had all their shots and they're open. Bobby Herbert cattle. 275, 80, and 275, but I get 80, now 5, 90, I get 95, I get 3, and 305, I get 10, I get 15, now 15, 20, and 320, 320, 20, and 25, and 325, I get now 25, 25, 25, and 325, and 325, I get 25 here. Hayes, 320, 5. Here's Tim Bryant. Tim, you ready? My mail says 90 days, John. Tim Bryant's cattle. 90 days. He always does a good job. Buys them little, keeps them weaned. How many? I don't remember what he said. 50 of them all together when you get them all put together. SIX 60, Tim. 3 rounds. 3 rounds of everything. 3. 250, 60, 260, and 250, and 260, and 260, I'm sure glad I raised him, aren't you? And 255, and 255, and 255, and 55, and get behind, boys. And 255, 60, you're out. 265, 270, 275. 275, 275, 275, and get 5, and get that, Dennis, 270. 2. 21 more of them. $60 days wean. They've had everything in the world done to them, guys. 3 times. They good steers. Nice steer cattle, guys, right there. Nice wean steers here, $3 now 10, at $3 bill 10, at $3 now 10, to get out 10 to buy 10, 20, at 310, 320, y'all bid up here 320, at 310, to get out 20, to get 310, 15, and 15, 310, to get 15, and 15, I may have room 310, 15, and 310, to get 15, and 310, to get 15, to get 15, to get 15. So 310 S&H 34. 25 more of them. No. Here's 25 more, Tim. Here's kind of the quill, guys. He's given them all 3 rounds of shots. Got them started good. They all wean a long time. Mr. Bryan does good work. $3, 2.5, and 302.5, and 302.5, and $3 here now, 2.5, and I get 2.5, and I get 302.5, 5, and 305, and 302.5, 5, 7.5, and I get 10, and 310, 12.5, 15, and 17.5, 20, and 322.5, 5, and 325, 7.5, 30, and 332.5, 32.5, and 332.5, and 330, 250, and I get 2.5, and I get 2.5, SH 330, put them on 2-4. 3-4. 3-4. Not 3:30. Maybe 4 o'clock, but not 3:30. 9 more of them. 9 more of the bigger brothers. Bigger brothers here, 250, at 250, at 250, enter to get 50, enter to get 50, at 250, enter to get 50 to buy, but to get 50, enter to get 50, enter to get 50, at 250, enter to get down the money, at 250, enter to get 50, enter to get 50, at 250, enter to get 50, enter to get 50, 235, 235, 235, 235, 237 and a half, 237 and a half, 235, 7 and a half, 235, 237 and a half, 237 and a half, Jeff, 235. 86, 26, 26. Tim, thank you, bud. Thank everybody, Tim says. Let's go to Fletcher. Yeah. Weaned at 2 rounds. Weaned what? October. I can't read her here or see. Outside of that, I'm all right. These cattle come down there at Fletcher. That's a pretty good place to come from. They were weaned back in October. They've been on the wheat fields, guys. Been on the wheat fields, guys, right there now. They get 250, at 255, at 255, at 255, out to gate, 55 now, 60, and 60, they get 260, and 265, and 5, they get 70, they get 275, and 280, and 280, they get 275, 80, 280, 280, 280, and 80, they give 80, they give 80, Dennis, 275, 2. Here's the steer mates to them, Fletcher, Oklahoma. Bentley. Brantley, you guys here? Rankin Farms. Fletcher, Oklahoma. Pretty good kind. Super good weights. Nothing in them, nothing on them. Weaned back in October. 250, at 250, 2.5, 5, at 255, and 7.5, 60, at 260, 2.5, at 2.5, 5, at 5, 7.5, 70, at 270, 2.5, 5, at 270, 7.5, 80, at 280, 2.5, 5, 287.5, 90, and 290, 2.5, 5, and 97.5, 3, and 3, 2.5, 5, at 305, 7.5, 7.5, 7.5, 305, 307.5, and 7.5 here, Hayes, 305. 5-5. Bring the Hereford back. Long weaned here, boys. I guess you like that, don't you, Dennis? Been weaned forever, guys. Had our shots. Had their shots twice. Nice kind. Here we go. They're getting 275.80 and 275. They're getting 80.90 and 293 and $3.05. They're getting 305. They're getting 305 and 305 and 305. They're getting 305. No, you're out. 305. 7.5 and 7.5. 10 and 310. 3.7.5. 10 and 310. They're getting sold 3.7.5. Put them on Herbachi. 5.5. 5.5. Here's a Reese cattle from Temple, Oklahoma. There's all one raised cattle. I see that. Got anything else there, girl? Born and raised together, been on wheat. Born and raised together. Where's Temple? Down Temple, Oklahoma, guys. Been on wheat fields down Temple. Pretty good fruit right there. 240 and 240 to get 2.5 and 240 2.5 and 240 2.5 to get 2.5 240 2.5 and 240 250 240 250 240 255 and 245 $6 $246 internet 247 and 7 8 to get 9 to get 50 and 251 to get 2 to get 3 and 3 4 to get 5 and 6 here to get 7 to get 8 58 9 60 and 261 and 2 to get 3 to get 3 to get 4 and 64 and 263 4 5 and 265 6 and 266 266 round 7 267 internet chat 8 268 268 9 269 internet 270 270 270 270 wait on him, wait on y'all. 270 so 269 Bryce 65 8 more of them, little crossbred cattle off of them. Crossbred animals off of them. Sure got good weights. Sure got good weights. 230 and 230 to get 2.5 and 232 2.5 to get 2.5 to get 232 2.5 and 232 2.5 to get 2.5 and 5 7.5 40 and 242 2.5 to get 5 and 45 to get 7.5 50 and 250 to get 2.5 to get 5 and 55 7.5 to get 7.5 and 255 257.5 and 7.5 to get 7.5 Thielen 255 7. Thank you. Yep. Yeah, I think so. No, we finally sold cows on one day. Reese Farms. This thing. My mail said they're slow and they're thin. Guess it depends on who they belong to. $2, 10, $2, 10, 220, 210, 20, 210, 20, to get at 210, 220, 210, 220, 220, to get at 210, 220. Jerry, you in? 220. Ricardo, 210. Them weren't yours now, Ricardo. You know that? Okay. They won't be slow and thin next time y'all see them. Mail, Dennis. Mail. Please. Little light Herbers again. Here's Caleb's cattle, George. There's 300 some altogether. George says he's going to sell the light ones today, the big ones tomorrow. He raised every one of them down there at Chickasha. 2 round shots. He raised them all. They weaned them 120 days ago. They've been on some wheat field down there at Chickasha. You turn them out this morning, George. Nice guy. And right here now, 250, 255, 60, 35, 70, 35, 80, 35, 90, and 290, 85, 95, and 95, 95, 3, and 305, 305, 10, and 15, 15, 20, and 320, 20, and 315, 20, and 320, 20, 20, 20, and so at 315, put them a TK1, TK3, TK3. What do you got here, George? 57 of them. Every one of them was born and raised together. They all been on the same wheat field. Chickasha, Oklahoma. And they were weaned 4 months ago. Bird got him. Bird got him. Got them up yesterday off the wheat. The weights will be in the buyer's favor. Do what? Got them sorted up this morning. They're ready to go, guys. Look at their internet. Great weights on the cattle here now. 2 1/4, 225, 225, 7.5, to get 7.5, 7.5, to get 30, 230, to get 2.5, to get 5, to get 7.5, 40, 2.5, 5, 7.5, 50, 250, to get 50 internet, 52.5, 5, 7.5, 60, 260 internet, 60, to get 62.5, and 2.5, 5, 7.5, to get 7, 70, and 2.5, 72.5 down here. 270, 250, 270, 250. You're out, 270, 250. 270, 250. Hayes, 270. 15X. Little boy's off of him. 120 days. Steer cattle, $3. $3 bill, 3 and 3. Dirty get out $3. Dirty get out 3. Dirty get out 3. Dirty get out 10 and 310. Dirty get 310. Dirty get 310 and 10. Dirty get 310 and 10. Dirty get 310. Dirty get out 10. Jerry Harvey, Jerry Wackel, $3. One of them Jerry's. More boys. Down at Chickasha, born and raised together. They've been weaned for 120 days, chasing them wheat stalks. $3, 2.5, and 302.5, and 302.5, and again at 305, 10, and again at 15, now 17.5, 20, and 322.5, and 25, 7.5, now 30, and 332.5, 5, and 35, and again 7.5, and again 40, and 342.5, and 5, 345, 342.5, and 342.5, hook it 5, and 347.5, 50, and 2.5, and 5, and 7.5, 60, and again at 2.5, and 2.5. And 65, and I get 365, and 365, and I get 5. So 362.5. Hayes 44. $88 more of them. Watch who? Watch them come in now. Really good weights. Everyone born and raised together. Good job right there. Good job, Caleb. Well, George, there's a good pasture of them. They'll weigh something about the 1st of June. They'll weigh something about the 1st of June, guys. Get them out on that cheap wheat. Don't you be combining that wheat, guys. Nice uniform set of steers. 250, and 250, and 250, and get 2.5, and 250, 2.5, 5, and get 7.5, 60, and 2.5, and get 5, and 7.5, 70, and 270, 2.5, 5, and 75, 7.5, 80, and 280, 2.5, and get 85, 85, 7.5, and get 90, and 290, 2.5, and get 90, 2.5, and 95, 297.5, and 95, 7.5, 295, 97.5, 3, and 3 3, and 2.5, 305, and 305, 57.5, and 307.5, 10, and 310, 12.5, and 12.5, 310, now 12.5, 310, 12.5, Bailey 310, Bailey 6. Keeping bull right there, George. Caleb White. I had to get, here we go, 150 and 160 and 170, 180, 190, to get 2, to get 210, to get 10, 20, and 220, 30, to get 230, and 220, 230, 220, 230, 230, 230, and 30, to get Terry, 220, Terry 11. There's one that got a little narrow. $1.50, $1.60, $1.50, $1.60, 70, and 170, to get 170, 170, 170, 170, and 160, 170, 170, to get $70, 170, and 70, to get 80, and 80, to get 180, Jerry, 90, and $2, and 210, and 210, to get 10, to get 10, to get 10, Jerry Wackel, $2. He's a little bit lame. A little lame. Dollar a pound, $1.10, and 110, 120, 140, 160, 80, 180, 160, 70, 160, 170. Antone, 160. Probably not. He got a big foot. He got a big foot. Dollar bill. Now 10 and 120, 110, 20. To get 40. To get now 60. To get 160, 140, 50 and 160 and 170. To get 170, 170, 170, 170, 170 and 170. To get $70. To get sold 160. Ricardo. Be the Dunlap cattle, John. There he is. You know anything about him? 150 days wean. 150 days wean. They're knife cut. Nice kind of cattle right here. $3 now, 2.5, at 302.5, at 3.5, 10. To get 15 now, 20. To get 325, at 325. To get 325, 30, at 335. To get 40, at 340. To get 40. To get 337 at 40. To get 42.5, 345, 347.5. 350, 352 and a half, 352 and a half, 5, 355, 7 and a half, 357 at 60, at 360, 2 and a half, 362 and a half, 362 and a half, SH, 360, number 24, 23, 23, 34, 34. Same animals, guys, same animals. Turn them out today. Turn them out today. There you go. We're looking at 275.80. At 275.80. They're looking 5. They're looking 90. They're looking 5. At 95. They're looking 295. They're looking 3. At 3. They're looking 3. They're looking 3. At 295. 7.5. 3. 2.5. At 302.5. 5. At 305. 7.5. 10. At 310. They're looking 12.5. At 310. 12.5. At 12.5. 15. At 315. You're out of pie. 315, 17 and a half. Hayes, 315, 5.5. Some white ones. 150 days. 150 days. 150 days. 275.80 and 275 vertical 80 and 280 vertical 80 vertical 5 vertical 90 vertical 290 and 290 vertical 292 and a half 95 vertical 95 7 and a half 3 at $3 bill 2 and a half vertical 5 at 307 and a half 10 and 310 12 and a half 15 and 17 and a half 20 at 2 and a half 5 at 25 322 and a half 5 now 7 and a half at 27 at 30 at 332 and a half at 335 vertical 7 and a half at 7 and a half, 337 and a half, at 335, 337 and a half, and 7 and a half, SH 335, 35, 35 on them. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Dunlap. You gonna sell one? One's got a big foot. You don't get her unless you want her. Sell one, goodie. One good heifer right there. $3, 2.5. $3 bill, 2.5. And a good heifer. $3, 5, 305, Jerry, and 305, and I get 5, and I get 5, and a good heifer here, 3, and $3, 5, and 305, and I get 305, and I get 305, and 305, and I get 305 here. So your way, George. Bailey, 2-2, 2-2, Bailey, 2-2. She got a big. What do you give, George? $1.25, $1.30. $1.25, 30. 40. $1.30, $1.40. $1.30, 40. George, you're out. $1.30, $1.40. Did you get it? 50. $1.50. $1.50, internet. $1.60. $1.60, 70. $1.70, internet. $1.80. $1.80. $1.90. $1.90, internet. Get your man, George. $190. $2 a pound. $2 a pound. Sold $190. Mr. Peck on the internet. Mr. Peck on the internet. And the good gals right there tonight. Right off the mama right here now. They're looking at 250 and 255 and 255 and 255 and 255 and 255 and 255 and 55 and 60 and 260 and 255 60 255 60 they're looking at 60 and 60 SH 255 put them up 30 24. Did they really? Woo, look at there. Where they been all day? I entered to get 220 and 220, 205 and 225, 30 and 230, 2.5 and 230, 2.5 and I get 2.5, 230, 2.5 and 235 and 35, 7.5 and I get 7.5 internet, 7.5 and 40 and 240, 2.5 and 42.5 internet, 240, 2.5 and 240, 2.5, 240, 2.5 and I get 2.5 and I get 2.5, feeling 240, 2-1. Imagine. No, Preg? No. Imagine wrong. Hey, there's steer mates to them, guys. Good right there now. Good old steers. I entered again at 250 and 250 and 250. Entered again at 52.5 and 5. 255 and I get 7.5. 60 and 2.5 and 260. 2.5. Internet chat 5 and 5 and I get 65. 260. 2.5 and 260. 2.5 and 5. 7.5 and 260. 7.5 and 7.5. So 265. Internet 265. Bryce Haynes number 65. What do you got here, George? They're good bulls. 250 and 250 now, 60 and 260, to get 70 and 270, 80, 280, 90, 293, to get 310 and 20, 330, 330, 330 and 330, to get now 30, to get 30 and 30, to get 30. Herbachi 320, Herbachi number straight away. Mail. Hey, they're thin bulls right here. I entered to get $2 now, 10 and $2 bill, 10 and 210 and 10 to get 10 to buy, to get 10 and 210 to get 10 to buy, to get 10 to get 10 to get 10 and thin bulls here, 10 now, 15 and 15 to get 15 to get 215 and 15, maybe two sheep guys, 15 now, 20 and 225, 225, 225, 225 to get 30 and 235 and 235 and 235 to get Bailey, 230 Bailey, put them on 6.5. What do you got here, George? Boy, there's cutting bulls deluxe. Gaint. Gaint bulls right there, $1.50, $1.60, $1.50, $1.60, $1.60, $1.70, $1.70, $1.70, $1.70, and 60, 70, and 70, $1.80, $1.80, $1.90, and 190, and 180, 90, and 100. You're out down here. 180, 190, 180, 190, 180, 190, 90, 90. Terry, 180, 11, X. A sway back bull. Looks like they rode him all the way to town. Okay, $1. $1.10. 20. $1.20. You just got a one shot. $1.20. Sold $1.10. Terry 9. How are you, Todd? Did you get rain? You did? You didn't get any, did you? How come you got rain and he didn't? He come from southwest Oklahoma first time. Rubios. Rubes cattle. Yukon. Who's this guy? Huh? Wow. 6 miles. 225 and 225 and 225 30 to get 30 to get 35 to get 40 and 240 to get 45 and 45 50 and 250 and 250 to get 245 now 50 and 245. You're out down here 250 and 245 50. Bryce 245 7. Schweitzer cattle will be 2 bulls. Steers. 2 steers, $3 now 10, and $3.10, and $3 now 10, and $3 now 10. They're to get out 3, they're to get out 10, they're to get out 3, 10, and 10, they're to get out 10 a bound, but to get 10, 10, 10, 20, and 3, 10, 20, 3, 10, 20. I've sold cattle harness all day, guys. 30, and 30, and 330, 320, 330, 320, 330, 330, 40, 340, 340, 340. Your way, George. 330. Harbachi, straight. We'll see. Right here, heifer cattle right here now. They're going to $2, 2.5, and 202.5, and 5, and 210, 210, 210, 215, 220, 225, 230, 235, 40, 240, 240 internet, 240 internet, 240 internet, 240, 235, 40, now 45, 245, 50, 250 internet, 250, 250, Dell, 245. Mike right, George. Mike. I guess. Talk to her. Mike Wright, guys. Tell me a story. Michael. Right off the mamas. He got good in his mamas. They got good mamas. $3 now 10, and $3 now 10, and 10, 20, they're going to 20, 30, they're going to 30, 40, and 340, they're going to 40, they're going to 40, they're going to 40, they're going to 50, and 350, and 340, 350, 340, 350, and 50. Sold 340. Bailey number 22. Same cattle, Mike. Thank you now. Wow. Little boys ain't good little boys. Huh? Need the mail. George. National Chaos here, 350 and 350 and 5 and 355, 60 and 360, 355 now, 60 and 365 and 70, 370 and 375, 80 and 380, 375, 80 and 80, 80, sold 375, Hibachi number 3. Number 3. Three more of them, folks. Nice calves, really nice calves. 3 1/4, 3 1/4, 30, and 3 1/4, 30, and 30, 40, and 3 30, 40. Where are you going? 3 30, 40, and 3 30, 40, 40, 50, and 50, 3 50, 50, and 50, Jerry, and 3 50, 60, and 3 60, and 3 50, 3 60, 3 50, 3 60, JH, 3 50, 6. That's your first 6s all day. What in the world's wrong with you? Todd's a good thing you got here. Here's Mr. Burns' cattle. 90 days wean. 90 days wean, George. Well, they are. 90 days wean. I'm glad to see it. And 235, 235, 7.5, 7.5, 7.5, 7.5, 7.40, 240, 2.5, 5, and 45, 47.5, 50, 250, 50, 50, 250, 240, 7.5, 50, 250, 50 to bomb, 50, and 50 to Varner, 247.5, 6, 7. 6, 7. Guess he's not going to peel. Our yard of that. Nice little heifer. 250, 260, 260, 70, and 270, 70, 70, 70, and 260, 270, and 270, 70, 70, and 70, 80, 280, 90, and $3 here, 3, Hayes, 290, 2. What do you got here, George? Hey, long-tailed heifers right there. 210, 210, 10 to buy, 10, 10, 210, 10 to buy, 10 now 12, 210 now 12, 210 now 12, 210 now 12, 14, and 14, 16, 16, your man's out 16, 214, 16, 16, 18, 218, 218, 218, 18, so 216, Brass. 7 in Pragham. Bobby Mayberry. The light end of him be some more tomorrow. This will be the light end of him. Where is he? You left him at home? He'll be unhappy. Bobby Mayberry is just one of Mark's good riding buddies. They are nice, aren't they? All born and raised together. Right there now, to get 240. And 240 to get 2.5, 5, and 7.5, 50, now 2.5, 5, to get 7.5, 60, and 260, 2.5, 5, and 5, 7.5, 70, and 270, 2.5, 5, and 7.5, 80, to get 2.5, to get 5, and 287.5, 90, and 290, 2.5, 5, and 95, 7.5, 3, and 3, I guess they're steers, 3, and 297.5, $3, and $3, 297.5, 3, 297.5, 3, 297.5, 3. Hayes, 297.5, 5. All right here now. Here we go. I enter to get 250. At 250. At 250. Enter to get out 5. At 255. Enter to get 5. Enter to get out. Where's your man? 255. At 255. Enter to get 5. Enter to get 5. Enter to get out. 255. At 255. 255. At 55. Enter to get here's a heifer too cheap. 255. 255. You got somebody, Anton? $2. 210. 210. Heifer too cheap. 210. 20, 30, 40. JH 230. JH 4. Okay, a little while right there now. They're going to 250, at 250, at 250. They're going to 50, at 250. They're going to 50 to bound. They're going to get 50. They're going to get 2. They'll harder seas 250, and 250, and 250. They're going to what? 250. 235. 40. 245. 245. Terry, 240. 6. Be careful with him, Terry. I don't know. You in a hurry? You in a hurry? Who's it off of? Peoine? He's too full, yeah. Antonio held him. I don't know why he held him. He's 55. Sonny, please, right there, nice little Hereford. I entered to get at 250, and 252 and a half, and 250, entered to get 2 and a half, and to get 2 and a half, 252 and a half, and 252 and a half, and to get 2 and a half, Jerry, and 2 and a half, 2 and a half out the gate, 252 and a half, 252 and a half, 252 and a half, 5, 7 and a half, 60, 2 and a half. Jerry Wackel, 260.
I don't want to waste medicine. Yeah.
What is it?
Sick when he brought up bad.
Off his daddy-in-law or whatever he is.
About a week later, he was shot.
Watch this. Yep. Not too bad. It is a heifer. $2. You give two, George. George, you gonna buy, or Jason, you gonna buy George another cribble one? He said what you bought him last week's all cribble. $1.50, $1.60, $1.70. Pure. Sell her, John. Huh? Yeah, I know. I was trying to ask John if he's supposed to sell her. He just kind of comes and goes. 250, 255, 255, 60, 270, 270, 260, 70, 270, 270. Sold 260. Hayes 4X. Hayes 3X. Seller right there now to get 250, 260, 260 a pound, 70, 280, 290, $3, $3. Buddy, 290, OX. Pretty good trade, buddy. But you traded 100 for one. That ain't gonna work. I
Yeah.
PO.
It doesn't look near that good.
This is Lay Farms. Okay.
That one kind of.
They ain't blind, are they? Sean? Got little blue eyes. Call that. They all right? Whoop 'em around, George. What'd he say? Sell the one. Nice steer. Be the lay cattle. Put it with the last one. Put it with the last one. $3, now 10. $3.10 and $3.10 and 10 off that string of cattle, guys. Here, $3.10 and 10. They're going to get $3.10 and $3.10. They're going to have 10 to buy, but to get 10 and $3.10. They're going to have 10 to buy, but to get 10, but to get 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 20 and $3.10, 10, 10, 10. They're going to get 10. Hayes, but on number 44. Nice calf. Gentle calf. Most of those sick ones get real gentle before they die. Right, Jeff? Right, Jeff? That's what I think. Bring some more of them kind in here. Call them what you want to call them. Jeff 34, sell them. $3, now 10, and 3 out of 10, and 3.10. They're to get 10, 20, and 20, 30. They're to get 30, 40. They're to get 50, and 3.60. They're to get 70. They're to get 80. They're to get 90. They're to get 90, 3.90, and 4, and $4 here, 10, and 10. They're to get 10, but to get 10, 10, 10, 4, 10, 4, 10, 4, 10. So $4, 44. Hayes 44. Now, you said bring some more of them in. I guess you. It's a good thing you got that one in front of him. Four colored cattle. Oleg 16. Once he wants me to do with these, he tells me what to do with the rest of them. The colored cattle off, 4 colored cattle off the deal. $250, $250, $60, they're to get 70, they're to get 80, they're to get 90, they're to get 93, they're to get 3, they're to get 10, and 310, 310, 20, and 310, 320, 310, 320, 310, 20, Hayes, 310, 4X. I hope them birds get sick again. Don't you, Jerry? See you tomorrow, guys.